Alright guys, hi, welcome back. As you can see, we are in my kitchen, so you know we are doing something food related. So for the past few food videos, I have been making one single recipe. I've been assembling it, showing you guys how I make it, and letting you guys know how it tastes. So this time I figured I'd do something a little different. I thought I would share with you guys 7 of my go-to high protein little snacks. If you're new here, hi, welcome. We're happy to have you. We are an inclusive family on this channel. But I am an avid gym goer. One of my main goals in the gym is to gain strength, build muscle. So as a pescatarian, that can be a little difficult. So I thought I would show you guys some of my go-to high protein pescatarian friendly snacks. If you are fully vegetarian or fully vegan, please feel free to substitute the tuna that I use with vegetarian or vegan supplements or different ingredients. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the snacking. So for snack number 1, I am going to be making the fudge brownie no bake protein balls. So it yields about 18 protein bites. Prep time is about 10 minutes and total time is 10 minutes. So for the ingredients, you will need 3 scoops of a protein powder. It says vanilla, but whatever your preferred flavor. 1 teaspoon of coconut flour. I have regular flour. 1 packet of sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix, chocolate fudge flavor. 1 tablespoon of unsweetened dark cocoa powder. 5 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips. 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk. I am using chocolate Fairlife. I figured it would give more of a chocolatey vibe. And then you can add 1 teaspoon extra as needed. And then it also says you can add sprinkles. I will not be adding sprinkles. It's just not my vibe. Alright guys, so I have my little workspace. The instructions said you can line a baking sheet or a plate with parchment paper, anything that will fit in your fridge. I'm just going to use this to work on at the moment. So that's the first instruction. So the next instruction will be microwave the chocolate chips with 30 milliliters of almond milk for 20 to 30 seconds or until melted. Stir well and set aside. So, like I said, I will be using the chocolate Fairlife. So yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so I have microwaved it and the chocolate chips have been pretty melted, so it does say to stir. So I'm going to stir that up. Stir, stir, stir. So everything seems pretty well combined, and yeah, so everything is well combined, so it tells me to set it aside and start mixing the dry ingredients. Okay, so it says to mix all the dry ingredients in a large bowl, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the cap back on this because I have a bad feeling that the milk will spill all over. Okay, so the dry ingredients are the protein powder. So I am going to be using Vega Sport Protein in the chocolate flavor. This is a plant-based protein powder, so again, use whatever protein powder you have around or that you like. It says 3 scoops. That's an insane amount of like protein. So it technically says, so it says 96 grams. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 scoops of protein powder. So here's 1. That's so much protein. My goodness. I'm just gonna do 2 because it says a total of 90. I'm just gonna do, that wasn't even a full scoop. Okay, that's a lot of protein powder for yielding like what, 8 balls? That's kind of insane. I feel like something is off, but that's a lot of protein. Anyway, protein powder has been added. Next we have the Sorry guys. Next we have the flour, and that is 1 tablespoon. I don't really know why we need like flour, but check. Next is the pudding pack, the sugar-free, fat-free. I've never used this before, so I'm a little nervous. So it just says, I'm pretty sure my little thing exploded. Okay, anyway. Alright, so it just says one little, oh it did. It had a hole in it, oh. Okay, anyway, it just says 1 packet. Oh, it smells so good. I'm really excited. I'm a huge chocolate fan, so I'm really hoping this turns out really good. Okay, throw that over there. Yeah, that's all the dry ingredients. Oh no, I forgot the, oh no, we're not done. We forgot the Hershey's, cacao powder. Cacao powder? Cocoa powder? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Oh no. Ah! It exploded on me! I hope that got caught on camera. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I love that for me. Not a lot needs to go in, so I'm just gonna shake it. That's enough. Oh my goodness, it's all over. Okay, anyway, that's funny. I hope that got on camera, otherwise I'm just gonna look weird screaming, because I'm gonna keep that in when I edit, hopefully. Who knows how I'm gonna edit this. Okay, so all of the dry ingredients have been mixed. Fantastic. Add the melted chocolate and fold everything together as best you can before adding the remaining milk. I don't know what that means. Whatever, I'm just gonna add our little wet ingredients that we had to the side. This doesn't seem, maybe I will have to add some more milk because this is not a lot of wet ingredients. It smells really good. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some more milk because this is, yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. Good thing this is pretty high in protein because it only had me add 1/4 cup, which seems a little strange. Oh no, might have added too much liquid. Let's add another thing quick. Well, at least you guys will know that this will be quite the high protein product because there is just an obnoxious amount of protein in here, which is fantastic, especially, like I said, if you're trying to make those strength gains. We're back. I've mixed it up. It literally looks like brownie batter. That looks really good. It smells really good. So I don't have parchment paper. I know, surprise, surprise. So I just lined it with aluminum foil and I put a little Pam so it doesn't stick. So I guess we're going to pat these out. Okay guys, so I did find that, as you guys saw, wetting my hands was really the key into like not having it stick. So I would definitely recommend wetting your hands when you're patting them out. So here are the final products. This definitely made more than 8. I'm not exactly sure why the recipe said it only yielded 8. Maybe I did something wrong, probably. But here's the final product, and then I'm going to put these in the fridge and we will check on them later. Alright guys, for snack number 2, this is super simple. So what you need is a banana. I'm using the leftover dark chocolate chips. And that's it. And a knife and a bowl. That's all you need. So this is going to be a dipped banana sandwich kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but what you are going to do is peel your nanner, and you're going to use the knife correctly, and you're just going to chop it off. I don't really like the ends, so sorry. Just gonna chop it up. Okay, so after you have chopped up your bananas, then, I mean, I guess you could have done this while you were chopping it up, but you're gonna melt some chocolate chips. You can also just use like the Hershey's like syrup too, but I have these chocolate chips, so might as well use it, and I feel like they'll taste a lot better. So I'm gonna put these in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and then we will be right back. So I ended up adding some more chocolate chips and putting it in for about a minute, I would say, and so it's just melted chocolate. Careful, it is hot. I feel like I don't have to tell you guys that, but it's a little toasty. So what you're gonna do is you're just going to assemble your little banana sandwiches. So what you're gonna do is drizzle some in between, like so. Sorry if you can't see, but it's kind of what's going on. Then you stack your little nanner on top, and then you got a little sandwich. Okay, and I've just put them in this little container. I drizzled some more chocolate on top, and so these will go in the freezer to be frozen and then snacked on later. So we will check in on them at the end of the video. Alright guys, welcome to snack number 3. So for snack number 3, I'm going to make tuna poppers, which is basically like jalapeno poppers, but just with tuna. So what you'll need is some bell peppers, however many you would like, whatever you would like to season your tuna with. I am a relish girl, so I'm going to season mine with relish, a little bit of mayonnaise, and call it good. But obviously what I really like about this recipe is, one, it's got good protein, it's got veggies, but you can also season your tuna however you want. If you want a more spicier version, you can spice it up, but I'm going to go a little basic. So what we will do is start with our tuna mixture. So I get them in these little packets. You guys can get them in a can or fish for it yourself, however you so choose to get your tuna. Obviously you can add way more tuna than this. This is not very much, which is what is really nice about tuna, is that you can eat high volumes of tuna for virtually very little calories. So just keep that in mind when you're adding your ingredients. If you're in a calorie deficit, maybe be a little bit more mindful, or you know what, just make your tuna however you so choose. So I'm just gonna add some relish. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Super basic, that looks good. Going to throw in, because I am trying to be on a calorie deficit, I am using light mayo, but obviously if you are vegan, please use vegan mayo or whatever substitute you would like to use for that. After your tuna has been thoroughly mixed, I know that looks really sad, but obviously I would add more tuna, but because I'm making so many snacks, one packet is enough. So we're gonna set this aside. You're gonna take your bell pepper of choosing. I had a knife somewhere. So what you're going to do with your bell pepper is you're going to kind of cut out the top. Also, I'm not a very fancy cook, so you know what, just cut your bell pepper. Or tear it, you know, you can do that too. So de-seed your pepper, and then so now you should have, your pepper should look like this. Essentially. You're gonna cut out all of the seeds. And you can make these as big as you want. Yeah, all up to you. So now we have cut up our bell pepper, so it should have little pockets, kind of like these. Super simple. Also preheat your oven to, I think, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can have that on in the background while you're making your little fillings. So I'm just gonna slop sounds like such an ugly word. Just gonna place your fillings in the tuna, or in the pepper. Sorry, my apologies. So now our bell peppers have been stuffed with the tuna. It's okay if they don't look pretty. Mine do not look pretty. So the oven is still preheating over in the corner. So I'm going to take this baking sheet that I've lined with aluminum paper, aluminum foil, my apologies. And then I'm just gonna line them up on there. Okay, so now that I have them all lined up on a baking sheet, I'm just going to take my cheese of choice. I went with mozzarella today, but obviously please choose whatever cheese you're feeling. So our oven has preheated, so I'm just gonna throw this in until the cheese has melted, and then we should be all good. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so our tuna melt poppers are done. They look absolutely delicious if I say so myself. I put them in for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, they look really good. You can obviously fill them with whatever you so choose, but tuna is a high protein, low calorie option with a little bit of cheese. So yeah, perfect little midday snack if you're feeling something savory. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and let's move on to snack number 4. Alright guys, hi. Now you can see my face. I'm sure that's fantastic. So the next snack, super simple, literally like a 3-minute thing. So if you're looking for a high protein type snack, I suggest edamame. So typically you would get them shelled. My grocery store is lame and they didn't have any. This was literally the last bag of frozen edamame. So apparently there is an edamame surge going on. Wow, I couldn't think of the word. So honestly, you are just going to throw this in the microwave, just deshell them, and then we will be back for the little seasoning. So be right back. Alright guys, so I have just pulled out the edamame. I let it cool for a second or two. And so if you've never seen edamame before, they come in these little shells and you just have to deshell it. Sometimes it can be hard, sometimes it can not, but I'm just going to quickly deshell it. It's pretty simple. Boop. Okay, so now that I've shelled my edamame, which would have been really easy if it was already pre-shelled, you would have just boop, put in the microwave and seasoned. So I'm gonna be super simple. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of salt. I feel like you can't go wrong with salt. Obviously, pepper. Can't go wrong with pepper. And then I figured I would add like a little bit of garlic, because again, you can't go wrong with garlic. So you are just going to then mix that up. Boom. And that's it. Easiest, quickest protein snack you can think of. So enjoy. Alright guys, so number 5 is pretty easy as well. You'll need a cucumber and whatever topping you want to put on. I typically will go with hummus, but I wasn't really feeling hummus today, so I'm going with a little cheese spread. Yeah, I'm going with the Laughing Cow creamy garlic and herb kind of flavor, not kind of flavor, but I'm gonna push that to the side for the moment, and I'm going to cut up my cucumber. Lovely. Now that you have your little cucumbers, wow, you can't even see these angles, man. I am so sorry. So your cucumbers are all cut up. I love that it formed a stack. Ooh, well, it was nice while it lasted. And then I'm going to take one of those little Laughing Cow slices. I love that they come in little portions. If you have issues with portion control, like I do, it's really nice to have these little cubes, little triangles. They're not cubes. They are far from cubes. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. Yes, they do not look pretty. Do they look appetizing? Probably not. But these are just a light, fresh, quick snack. I really like cucumber in the summer, so maybe this would be a good summer recipe to break out. But yeah, again, put whatever you want on top. Hummus, cheese, avocado might be really good, but whatever you guys would like to put on. So let's get on to number 6. Alright guys, recipe number 6 is super simple. You are just going to need a nut butter or whatever topping you so choose, but I'm doing a high protein kind of theme. So I found this at the grocery store while I was shopping today, and it's almond buttered cinnamon flavor, and I've never tried it. It came in this little packet, so figured I would use that as my topping. So we are making little apple donuts. I'm sure you guys have seen this on TikTok. This is not a new thing. Yeah, so I guess let's get into it. So you are just going to cut up your apple of choice. Oh my. Your apple of choice. I went with, I think, a Honeycrisp. Kind of whatever apple was easiest to acquire at the store. Then I'm just going to cut a little hole in the middle, just for aesthetic purposes. You don't have to do this. I just think it looks cute. Or cut the entire apple. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but boop. A little apple donut. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Then you're going to take your nut butter of choice. I'm going to try this cinnamon almond butter. Ooh, it smells good. And then I'm just going to place it on my little apple rings. Alright, so after you've wrestled with your nut butter to get it on your apple donuts, this is what they'll look like. Super simple. I'm just gonna throw on some granola for some extra protein. I'm going with the dark chocolate clusters. And yep, that is pretty much it. If you have a sweet tooth, this would be, I feel like, a go-to kind of recipe. Alright guys, here is a close-up of the apple donuts that is with the granola. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you've tried this recipe, or any recommendations for spreads, because clearly I could not spread the almond butter. So leave your recommendations for spreads in the comments below. So let's move on to the final recipe. Alright guys, the 7th and final recipe is super simple, which is hopefully the theme of this video. So you will just need some rice cakes, some more tuna, I'm sorry, and again, whatever you would like to mix in with your tuna. And then I'm gonna top this off with some fresh cucumber. Avocado is really good as well, but I just don't have a ripe avocado. So we are making loaded rice cakes. Rice cakes are super nice because they are low in calorie, and you can pretty much put whatever you want on them. So they kind of feel the satisfied crunch if you're feeling it. So I'm going to take a rice cake, put it on the plate. Again, you guys know the routine. I'm just going to mix up the tuna. Tuna mixture has been mixed once again. what you're gonna do, plop it on that good old rice cake. Boop. This is a super quick, easy, low-cal, high-protein meal. And then again, I'm just going to throw on a little bit of cucumber for some freshness, and that's it, bro. That's it. That is a loaded rice cake if I've ever seen one. I think this is a super quick after the gym snack. If you're tired and you just want to take a shower. Super easy to make, super easy to throw together. Yeah, so that does it for our little snacks. Alright, I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you try any of the snacks, or if you have any recommendations that you would like me to try cooking, or anything like that. It doesn't have to be just snacks. It could be recipes you guys are really curious that you want me to try. If you guys have any more recommendations for high protein, vegetarian, vegan kind of snacks, please leave them down in the comment below. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe the video. It is much appreciated. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!